Fantasyland, where we are here for our second and unfortunately final day at the park. Had a full day here pretty much yesterday, stayed in the Charles Lindbergh Hotel last night, and today is another full day because our flight home is not till gone 10 and the park closes at 6, so there'll be a no rush afterwards. So literally here from park open to park close today. So park's opened up at 9 AM. There's a few rides open now and the rest tend to open around 10. We're going to head over to Black Mamba first. So the B&M inverted coaster. Come and join us for a day at Fantasyland. We got in the park very quickly this morning because we were staying at the hotel, and the hotel is literally inside the park. So up and in, super quick. Just heading over into Africa to do Black Mamba, because that one opens a bit earlier than some of the other rides. Black Mamba was not knee first, but yeah, pretty much walk on first thing, which was good. Very, very good B&M invert. I think it's longer than Nemesis over at Alton Towers. Theming is very, very good on this one, but I just slightly prefer the kind of story behind Nemesis. But nevertheless, this is a definitely excellent coaster. Very different track layout to Nemesis, so something completely different, which is very nice to see. Now we're going to head over, so I don't want to repeat of yesterday, something a little bit more low key, and try out the like little dark ride that they've got here, because that wasn't open yesterday. Here we are, heading over into China. Didn't really come around and explore this area too much yesterday, but gonna have a look around there. Oh, I think this is it. Geisha Rikisha. Yeah, give this ride a try. I can hear it. Let's see what it is like. Oh, very narrow. Coming in. It says it's open on the app. It's not blocked off at the door. Yeah, it's open. Okay, it looks like it's got a similar ride system to Haunted Mansion. But yeah, very immersive in here. Let's give it a go. So nice little dark ride there. I think probably the lowest quality attraction that they've had here.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly, well, it's themed, but it wasn't really like a story. It was just some rooms and that was it.
Yeah, and the animatronics, for how high quality everything else has been here, like all the theming and stuff on the rides, like that one I think is quite old. It's certainly shown its age, and some of the animatronics weren't working. So yeah, a bit of a shame, as everything else here is generally so much good quality. But equally, if that was in the UK, that would probably actually be very good, because we probably don't even have anything that good. So yeah, impressed but not impressed. Impressed because it is a good ride and worth doing, especially with little kids. But just doesn't really fit here because everything else is just so amazing. I think if they just redid all the animatronics, then yeah, it would have been absolutely amazing and very much fit in with the theming here at the park. There's not loads open in the park yet, so most opens at 10, but sort of the swings are open. They've done a really good job on that. Like, the way that the water interacts with that ride is absolutely spectacular. But we're just going to head over to Mouse au Chocolat and go and get the mice with the chocolate, essentially. Really, really good ride, very similar to Toy Story Mania kind of ride system. As you can see, very similar to Toy Story Mania in the little carts, and then here you've got the like piping bags to get the mice with. And then off we go in. Finished up on Mouse au Chocolat.
Who won?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. I'll make it up if we get some more re-rides and tourists. Just trying to make it up for yesterday when I won.
What is it, 2-2 now?
You know, we do it per day.
Oh, per day.
Yeah, so I won yesterday.
So it's fine, I'm winning today.
Yeah, you're winning today so far. Everything should hopefully start opening up soon. But yeah, we'll see what we head on next. See what the wait times are when the rest of the attractions open up at 10. We're heading in Klugheim for the first time. They're just testing Taron at the moment. But we are gonna...
This is the queue for Taron, we want to go.
Yeah, so we're just gonna bypass the queue for Taron. We'll maybe try and catch that later. We're gonna try and quickly get a river raft because I had a really long queue yesterday. But this Klugheim area is really, really cool. It's very like rock work, kind of medieval type of vibes. There is Taron. It's probably one of the more popular coasters here in the park. But, yeah, they've packed so much into a small space here, especially in this Klukeimer area. When you look at the size of Taron, they've got another like family boomerang coaster here, and the river raft ride as well. So yeah, really good to see how much they can pack in here. Yeah, heading over to River Rafts now. So momentarily abandoned the plan for River Quest. I couldn't find the damn thing. It was very well hidden over in Klukeimer, and we had to come and check out of the hotel. So we've quickly done that. But Crazy Bats says it's only a 10. So we're going to quickly jump on, hopefully Crazy Bats, and get that one done. Because we've never done a VR coaster before. But I definitely do want to check out River Quest at some point today. Well, do Crazy Bats and then maybe go and head over that way soon. Also got 2 of the other shows as well to check out today, so lots to try and get through. Part of the park here, sort of just down from Mouse du Chocolat, very kiddie friendly, a lot more kiddie friendly rides here. And they've also got quite a nice big playground area as well for the kids. That's under a bit of shade. But we're just trying to find Crazy Bats, which is up here. Okay, this is got very different theme to the rest of the park. A bit more family friendly down here for sure. And here we are, we're going to try out a VR coaster. It's a family coaster, so hopefully it won't be too intense. It's the first VR coaster I've ever done. Looking forward to it?
I am, yes.
Yeah, let's check it out. I don't think it's going to be as crazy as Vogel Rock or anything over at Efteling, but we'll try it out. Just on Crazy Bats. Yeah, if you're prone to motion sickness, go and do it. That was another repeat of Fly yesterday. The poor bin. I did wonder if they put the strategically located bin outside that ride for people that want to reappear their breakfast. Yeah, the ride isn't very intense. It was the VR. The VR just wasn't matching up with the ride. It kept like spinning off to the side, and so it was just really odd. Like what you were seeing wasn't matching the coaster, and that's what made me feel sick. I think going on it without the VR might have been better, even though I imagine there's no theming. It's probably just a complete dark ride. Yeah.
The start of the ride was good, but it did match up though.
Yeah, the start was very good when it was actually matching. It was as soon as it got out of sync, it was just a nightmare and made me feel very, very ill. But yeah, I'd consider it. I waited till I got off the ride. I want to close down the ride so others can't go on it. Yeah, but it was odd. I think if the VR was working, it would be completely fine, but the fact that it just kept misaligning was very weird and very nausea-inducing for sure. Just heading over to the little boat ride, a bit calmer after that. And this is a really scenic part of the park here, very quiet, lots of trees, hear the birds going, got some tables and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to do this little river boat ride that's nice and calm after the abomination that was Crazy Bats. Right now, I thought this was like some relaxing boat ride. It's not, it's like a, oh God, I keep falling over. It's like the water cannons spraying at each other. God, not sure it's as good an idea now. Looks slow moving though at least, so that should be okay. There is no fear of getting wet on that ride. It is just literally a little gentle trip around the lake. I imagine that did probably used to be a really good ride when the water cannons were working, because I could see the targets that you would be able to get. That's not working now, unfortunately, which is a shame. But yeah, I think if I were to give that a bit of a revamp and bring that back, that would be really, really good. But okay for what it was. Not too bad to do after the nausea-inducing Crazy Bats. Try and catch all the shows here at Phantasialand. We're going to head into the Winter Garden to catch the Acrobat show. We'll see how this compares to the one from yesterday. Just watched Nobis. That was a really, really good show.
It was a very good show. Lots going on, good show length, lots of good hits as well.
Yeah, so there was some talking in German, which I had no idea what was going on. But all of the singing was in English, so every single song was sung in English, which was quite nice. And it was just a lot of like big classic hits. And the songs were actually quite tough ones to sing, and the singers were actually really, really good. So I was really impressed with that. There was dancing. There was some like guy who was basically just like a human spring, and he was being like flipped around by this other guy using his legs. I have no idea they did that, like really fast. The coordination there was amazing. Like trapeze type acts, swinging on like the silken things, lots of dancing, yeah, singing, absolutely loads going on there. It was really, really good. I think that's probably the headline show they've got here, but we've still got the ice show to go. I'd say that one is probably slightly better than the Battle of the Best show. Battle of the Best show is still really good and worth checking out. I think that one, if you're just here for the day and you're got to choose between one of those two, I'd probably go with Nobis, because that was excellent. The lighting in there, the staging, the quality of the theatre.
Nice and cool in there as well.
Yeah, you can stick the heat in there. All really, really excellent. That was an amazing show. Really, really good. So just got the ice show to go, and we would have caught all three here at the park. I think now we're going to try and get a snack and then see what we're going to do after that. George's got a mezzo mix. Apparently it's like Tizer. It's been in Germany since when?
1973.
They've got to sing it 1973.
That's off to hot pot there.
Yeah, with some fries, and then I went for a bratwurst in a. They only do them in small buns, but with a Coke Zero because it is hot. I've gone for the Kinder ice cream. It was really good yesterday. Going for again. We've got the black and white one, looking good. So the one thing I don't like about the app is that it's like Alton Towers. You can only view wait times when you're in the park. I don't really get the point of that, but it is what it is. So this is a Sunday afternoon, and it is hot. It is very hot today.
33 degrees.
George says 33, so it is very warm today. Do you get that fan? Oh, look! Okay, here's on the characters. Oh my god, that guy must be roasting in there. Just come and use my fan. They must be so hot in there. So these are the wait times. Fly, Mage Coaster here, 5 minutes. Mouse Chocolat, 10. Colorado Adventure, another pretty decent coaster, 5 minutes. Talakan, that's won loads of awards, 5 minutes. Chapas, 30. Black Mamba, 5. Taron, 5. That's like one of the best coasters in Europe. I'm not going to do that after I was literally vomiting after Crazy Bats. I think that would be the end of me today. But George will do Taron and give us her thoughts. River Quest, 30. That's not bad. Fenju Palace, 10. Winger's Fear, Winger's Force, 10, Crazy Bats, 10. It's pretty much only the water rides that are above 10 today because it is so hot. But yeah, these wait times are crazy low. Really, really like that. So yeah, we'll definitely go get some more done. And then we also want to catch the other show. So we've done Battle of the Best, we did that yesterday. We've just done Nobis, and we want to do Rock on Ice. We might give the African dancers a miss. Okay, yeah, we have seen them out and about, but they're not like in a specific theatre or anything. We're going to do the 3 main shows though. Nobis was amazing, Battle of the Best was good. So Rock on Ice, 3:30, so a little bit before that. So we'll get that one done and do a few more rides beforehand. Just heading through Mexico, back over to Klukein for take 2, and do some rides over there. Here we are in Klukein again. So George is going on Taron. She's going to be the sacrificial lamb. She's going to see what it's like. I think she's going to like it, so because I think it looks quite up her street, especially because it doesn't go upside down, but my stomach's quite sensitive. I'm not sure how I would deal with it, especially today. So she's going to try it out first and see if you get any, particularly ejector air time, because that would probably finish me off. So here's Taron going round. Just had the second launch there. So this is an Intamin double launch coaster, and it is A real beauty. One of the slight downsides with rides, particularly here at Phantasialand, is there's no on-ride POV filming. I think there used to be, but there isn't anymore. So unfortunately, we won't have any POVs from this trip. So this coaster, I think, holds the record for the number of times it crosses itself. I think it's 140. See that second launch is dug down in the pit there. But yeah, they've got such a long track, literally squeezed into such a tight area, which is pretty amazing. They can have a couple of trains going around the track at the same time. Here's George now. It must have been fast because she's having to redo her hair. She was second row. We'll see if she did main queue or single rider. Did you go in the main queue or single rider? Oh, you did the main queue. You didn't queue for long.
No, walk on.
How was it?
It was good, you'd hate it.
I would hate it.
There's a lot of airtime in it, at least 4 bits.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I would. Like, out of your seat.
Out of your seat.
Okay,
you get thrown around a fair bit.
Yeah, I think the throwing around bit, but yeah, if there's like out of your seat airtime, I would definitely not do well on that.
A lot of that positive G's dragging you down as well, but there's a lot of airtime as well.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind like the airtime on Fly. It's quite, like, I don't think that's very intense airtime. I hardly notice it on Fly.
You notice it on this
Okay,
one.
if you notice it on that, I probably definitely won't like that. But do want to do some other coasters, so I'm going to check out River Raft next, because we do love a good rapids ride, and then we'll see what time and see what else we get done. Very loud coaster. Just finished up on River Quest. That was quite a good ride. It was less rapids and kind of more droppy, more like a log flume almost. Because it was just literally had like quite a few fairly decent sized drops. I'm not sure how they've kind of got a rapids ride in such a small footprint, but essentially kind of go up in a lift, which is quite cool. And there's a few sort of drops, small bits of rapids in between, and then yeah, back round to the start. So quite good to have a rapids ride. They obviously don't have a lot of space, so they've kind of built up as opposed to out, like a lot of rapid rides are, because rapids tend to take up a very large footprint in the park. So yeah, really clever how they've done that one, and definitely worth doing. However, George has now just gone on this drop tower. You can see it behind me. There's the top, just up there. I hate drop towers. But she loves Tower of Terror. It's like her favourite ride. So she's going to give the drop tower a go because it is literally posted at a 5-minute wait. The River Quest was posted at a 30 and for about 25, which that's pretty much the longest queue in the park at the moment. So that's not too bad. But I get her thoughts when she's off the drop tower. George has just done Mystery Castle. How was it?
Very, very short. Like Tower of Terror, but only they're using half of the seats and it's like a over the head strapped in.
Better, worse?
Worse. You only went up and down twice. It was very, very short.
Okay. Mustn't have a long slack of going today, which is a shame. But yeah, have a look and see where we're going next. Just quickly jumped on Reiki there. Very nice little fun family boomerang coaster. Literally like goes like backwards up a bit of a lift and then drops you down and you go around, small track forwards and then come round again backwards. Really short cycle, maybe literally over like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Very short ride, but yeah, good little family one, not too intense. So yeah, and just next to Taron as well. Now, it's nearly time for the ice show, so we're going to try and catch that next. China area is really, really well themed. Shows you when something's done well, just how good it can be. Like even very, very authentic looking roofs, and even the detail, we're putting like all the little kind of dragons and things on the sides and the details at the end of the tiles. Really, really high quality compared to somewhere like Chessington that had an Asia area, and it was nothing compared to this. This literally, if you said you're in China, I would possibly believe it, especially with how good they've done these buildings. Rock on Ice is the last show that we need to see, so it's just kind of in the Mexican area. I'm just gonna head down and see that one now. So here it is. Starts at 3:30. Just gonna head on in now. This is the theatre for Rock on Ice, and just had a look, it is a real ice rink, so actual ice, and this is the coldest probably place we've been into, which makes sense because of the ice. So on a hot day like today, definitely one I think worth coming to see, even just from a break from the heat, because it is roasting out there. Brits are not prepared for this level of heat, especially after we've had a nice cold wet winter, especially particularly wet, but yeah, nice little break from the heat in here. Rock on Ice, another cracking show here from Phantasialand. Another good one.
Good show.
I think all three have been pretty good. I think if you're going to pick one to do, probably Nimbus, the one that's over in the Berlin area. That's probably the best of the three, but equally, you can't really go wrong with any of them. All the songs for all the shows have always been in English.
Yeah.
That one didn't really have any talking, it was just sort of the music with the ice skating. But yeah, really good tricks and stuff in there, like fire effects. Yeah, very good skating otherwise. Let's have a look at the wait times and see what we're going to try and tackle next. The heat is very, very bad today, so we're actually going to go and catch Battle of the Best again. Then we might try and get another coaster in afterwards when the weather marginally cools down again. It is toasty. This is here at the Silverado here. So this is the theatre for Battle of the Best. So it's like a trampolining basketball type of show. Oh, it's just got some break dancing as well. You found George?
On the way in, you can collect your commemorative postcard with all their signatures on the back.
There you go. She's got it. Another very, very good show. The tricks in there are quite good. They were missing someone that they had in yesterday though. They had this guy doing like tricks with the football yesterday, and he wasn't in there today, so it's a bit of a slightly shorter show. But the basketball tricks were good, trampoliners were good. Yeah, definitely not a bad show here at Phantasialand.
No, done all three shows today.
Yeah. It's now time for the final decider of Mouse au Chocolat. Very last one of the trip. Let's see who wins. This will be the ultimate decider. Okay, here it is. Earlier today, this ride went down, and I think I can see why, because they've now got like half of the capacity closed off. They're only sending around each of the carts like half full. Every other one they got blanked off, so it's good they got the ride up and working again, but it'd be a bit of a shame that it's not a full capacity, so the line is moving a tad slower than usual. Fortunately, we've got to give that one to George.
I won.
She did beat me on that one. It was actually very close, only about 10,000 points in it, but yeah, she did just pick me on that one, unfortunately. Here in the Berlin area, and there's one very iconic ride that none of us have done yet, which is this one here, the kind of spinning chair one with the sort of water fountain jets. So let's see if we can find George. There she is. She's over there waving. She's going to give it a go. So here, one of the more iconic rides. Pretty clever how the jets interact with the swing. Yeah, really, really beautiful. And there goes round George. How'd you find the swing?
Very cooling.
What you need in this hot weather for sure. Yes. So I'm finishing up the day with another Kinder ice cream, and we've just got Choco Vic, which I think is just chocolate. So we was just about to head out, but we're literally just by Mouse au Chocolat, so we're just going to head on this one very, very last time. It's posted at 5. We're in no rush to get back to the airport. I pulled it back right at the end of the day. I won that one. So now, on the overall number of games, we played 6 games over the 2 days. We've won exactly the same number. So we're going to leave it at that. And next time, it gives us an excuse to come back to find out who the true winner will be. Plus, it is just gone 6, so park's now closed. We're going to start heading on out. Just heading into Roofberg, so we can go pick our stuff up from the hotel. And this is some of the last go-rounds of Flyer for the day. Fortunately, didn't get on it today. We both decided that we would probably not fare very well, especially after my terrible time on it the second time yesterday. But it is genuinely a great coaster. Do check out our other vlog to get our thoughts on this amazing Vekoma flying launch coaster. It is definitely worth doing, but if you're feeling a bit queasy, it's definitely one probably to miss. But it is worth doing, and I'm looking forward to coming back to giving it another go. But we did get 2 rides on it yesterday, which was great. Just before heading off to the airport, we've come into the 1919 bar at the Charles Lindbergh Hotel. George's got an alcohol-free cocktail. It was the Navigator? The Aeronaut, sorry. It's got marshmallows on it and everything. Looks very nice. Quite disappointed that I went for a Coke Zero now. But yeah, the bar is empty at the moment. We're the only ones in here. See, pool table. Great theming in here. The only downside is there's not really any air in here. There's no aircon, so it's quite toasty. And that is our second and last day here at Fantasyland. What were your thoughts on it?
Very, very good. Shows were very good quality. The only shame was the boat ride we went on. It could have been a lot better than it was. Just needs a bit of revamping, but everything else really good, really well themed.
Yeah, over the 2 days we've pretty much done, I'd say pretty much almost everything.
Yeah.
I think 2 days is a good time. I haven't really rushed. Wait times have been really good this weekend. I'm very surprised at that. Today they were much shorter than yesterday. Not sure if it's just the time of year or it's not a busy weekend, whether it's always like that or whether it was the heat, because it is a toasty weekend here for sure. That's putting people off. The operations here are amazing. There is true German efficiency going on at this park. They are pumping those trains and those rides out really, really quickly, which helps to keep the wait times down, which is nice to see. What were your thoughts on the hotel?
Hotel's very nice, of course. The room is very, very small, so if you're doing a long stay here, wouldn't be practical, but for the weekend, very good room, very well themed.
Yeah, the room was good. This particular hotel, Charles Lindbergh, was very good. We'll put a video link down below to that video as well. But yeah, overall, great park, amazing theming. It's very small, but they have packed so much into a tiny space. There's parks back in the UK that are much, much bigger and are just severely lacking compared to this. They've got everything, massive thrill coasters, good family size coasters. I think the only thing that they could maybe do better is like theming on the food.
Food is very samey throughout the park. Like chips are just chips throughout the park. Same with the fruit, they've got a lot of fruit everywhere. Nothing themed to anything really, apart from in the China section they have like noodles, but apart from that, no theming on the food.
Yeah, the food's all actually been very good quality here, I would say, which is better to see, so it's all good quality. But like Efteling, that wasn't really themed food either. I don't know if it's a thing out here, but some themed food would have been nice. That was literally the only thing, but the quality of the food's fine. Like you can still find really decent quality food, so that's always good to see. Definitely a park I think you should check out. There's something here for everyone. Shows are amazing if you're not interested in the rides. They've got 3 really, really good shows. They've got great coasters. We've done all the big ones. We've done Fly, that was in the last vlog. Amazing flying coaster. We did Taron. So you've got the ultimate question, because there's a lot of debate on the internet about this. Which is better, Fly or Taron?
I prefer Taron to Fly.
Okay. That seems to be what most people say.
Yeah.
And they've also got Black Mamba, which I think is a little bit left out in the whole, because everyone talks about Fly and Taron. I generally think Black Mamba's good.
Black Mamba was really good, but Taron just has it on it.
Okay, so Taron beats it. I would rank it, so you've put Taron first. I think Fly probably second, Black Mamba third.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, all great coasters. Even the smaller, like kiddie coasters, have actually been quite good as well. Like the Colorado Adventure, Reiki was good, River Crest was good. Even though it's not really a kiddie coaster, it's like 1.4 height requirement for that, and it's got big drops.
Yeah.
But again, still another ride. The theming here is immaculate. Best theming out of any park. This is like can literally rival like Disneyland theming, and in some places it's a little bit better, I would say. Not loads of characters. They got a few like dragons out and about.
About 3 different types, and when I came off the one that's like Tower of Terror, they had just a dragon standing there waving at people for some reason.
Yeah, so we've got a few dragons and things around here. They don't really upsell the photos that much, which I quite like. It's not constantly trying to push extra stuff on you. I think they do have a fast pass system, but I haven't really seen anyone particularly use it.
No.
And the lines have all been moving really quick, so I don't think particularly this weekend, definitely not even needed. Their merch is a little bit lacking though.
Yeah, I feel like they could have just done a basic black t-shirt with their classic logo on it and it would sell loads.
Yeah, they've got like a few bits and stuff, but again, not loads of merch shops, you know, there's like maybe like 3 or 4. And they've got a few bits there. We've picked up like some Mouse and Chocolat stuff, which was quite good. But again, like every single ride that you come out, even in Efteling and definitely in like Disney and stuff, like you come out into a gift shop, and it's the same with some of the coasters back in the UK as well. They don't have that here, and I quite like that. It's not constantly pushed. I think maybe 2 or 3 good quality merch shops is all that's needed. But yeah, overall, great park. Last question, which is better, Phantasialand or Efteling?
See, I do quite like Efteling, that is a thing, but here has really rivaled it.
So I would pick here. I think here is slightly better because it's got more like the bigger coasters. I think their bigger coasters are a little bit better. But, so we didn't bring the little one this time. With kids, particularly small kids,
Yeah,
Efteling is by hands down the winner. So if you've got a young family, Efteling 100%. If you've got bigger kids, particularly over the 1.4, then I think here is better.
Yeah, here is better for bigger rides, yeah.
Yeah, but equally, I think you can bring kids to both, and I think in fact you should do both parks as well. I think both are definitely worth doing. Come over and do both. But yeah, if you're adults, teenagers, then probably Phantasialand's slightly pips up. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this series so far. Please do subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. There'll be lots more coming from different theme parks and different trips all over the world. But until next time, bye bye!